Thanks a lot, and thanks for inviting to participate in this event, which is, as Minister said, important, I think, in building practical also cooperation on cyber security and defense. And when we think about Indo-Pacific, I think Indo-Pacific for us, it is as a new world, and we are building economic, political, security relations, or looking forward to build those relations. And cyber definitely is part of that picture. And that is a very practical, as it was mentioned already, that is a very practical interest. Because in Lithuania, we have been facing mostly Russian cyber activities. Russia definitely is a major malicious cyber actor in Lithuania. But now more and more we see Chinese malicious activity in cyber field. And in order to be better prepared to respond to that, we really need those new partnerships. Because when it comes to Russia, we know how they operate, what they target. It's mostly cyber espionage. It is cyber-enabled disinformation campaigns. It's in some cases even some disruptive activities in cyber field, and not only in Lithuania but in the region, in a wider region in Eastern Europe. But when it comes to Chinese activities, we really are not sure what is the modus operandi of their activity, and that's why we really need to develop and to build partnerships with countries in the Indo-Pacific, which has been living under pressure, cyber pressure from China for many years. And in this context, since I mentioned that we are really looking for a very practical cooperation way to cooperate, I would like to promote one recently established, and I know that today we're launching a Australian Lithuanian cyber network, but last year we have created a regional cyber defense center in Lithuania, which when we started to build it, it was really focused on countering Russia cyber activities, and that's why we have on board Ukraine, Georgia, US, and Lithuania, 4 countries, and very much focused on Russia. But now with additional element, with more activities coming from China, we really see that this platform is a great opportunity to also involve partners from Indo-Pacific and to have a very comprehensive view on how to counter Russian, but also Chinese cyber activities. So I'm flagging this as an initiative which is already operational, and one of the main pillars is to work on cyber threat assessments and analysis. And if will be an interest from Australian side, but we're talking to other partners in the region, we would really see this platform as a very useful platform to cooperate. The other aspect I really wanted to bring to this discussion today, and what it was already mentioned by the Minister, supply chain security. And for us, when it comes to cyber security, this is a key priority, the key priority for the new government. There were very concrete decisions on our side when it comes to 5G, and that was a global campaign to really ensure that we build our 5G networks only working with trusted suppliers. But we are moving beyond that. We really think that we should look beyond the telecommunications sector, and we should ensure that when it comes to supply chains or procurements of critical infrastructure, state institutions, and so on, we really have to again cooperate and work only with trusted suppliers and manufacturers. And this is a topic we are really trying to promote within the EU, but those global partnerships going beyond EU and NATO can definitely help to promote that narrative. And in this context, again, I would like to mention one very concrete example. that we are not only looking into legislative part, we are not only talking about it, but we are also trying to go down to the equipment and see what risk it poses to those who are using it. And I believe that you heard about the recent analysis, security analysis by our National Cybersecurity Center on Chinese mobile phones. Before that, we presented an analysis on Chinese manufactured cameras. And this is, again, a very concrete area where we are looking for partnerships to build cooperation between centers which has R&D capacity, which are looking into the issues of security of certain IT equipment and so on. So this is important for our government, and I think we can have a very concrete deliverables in that field. And I will probably stop and end this introduction by again emphasizing that we are very much internationally minded. We have a lot of we're leading a number of initiatives within EU and NATO, but we are definitely ready to go beyond those traditional framework, beyond our traditional partners, and to establish new cooperations, including with Australia. There is one initiative already where we are together. This is a recently launched US counter ransomware initiative where we have Australia on board, a number of like-minded countries on board, Lithuania as well. And I think those like-minded type initiatives, or even sometimes bilateral initiatives going beyond traditional frameworks can really enhance our cyber resilience and cyber defense. And last but not least, of course, I'm really happy that that today we have initiative from the academic field, from universities, and I'm looking forward to see how universities could also what they could bring to this cooperation and in very practical sense contribute to Lithuanian Australian partnership in cybersecurity. So thanks a lot. I really hope today's discussions will bring some very concrete and interesting ideas to follow up, and I'm looking to next or future possibilities also to talk in this or similar frameworks. Thanks a lot.